Papua New Guinea is the world's second largest island. It is a country that is filled to the brim with dangerous mountains, impenetrable jungle, and illegally armed groups. In 2014, myself and my friend Richard completed what many told us was impossible, an unmotorized crossing of the country through the interior without the help of porters.
So here we are at the halfway point down the Fly River at Obo. We're now at the point where we're not really sure what's going to be happening in the second half. The waves get a lot bigger. Now these waves are going to start crashing over our canoe. The second problem we have is the stretch we're going down now for about 100 miles. There's no villages. We also have the problem of crocodiles.
The river is certainly getting more difficult to paddle. It is becoming wider, windier, and less populated. We just need to get through to the next village 100 miles away so we can change to a larger boat.
This is absolutely soul destroying. To stop our boat getting swamped, we're having to stick to the side, which means getting caught out on the eddies all the time. And the wind is driving us back. As you can see, we're hardly making any progress at all. And if we stop, we go backwards.
We found an area for a bush camp. We set into motion our well-practiced routine of clearing an area, setting up hammocks and cooking dinner. While Richard makes preparations for tonight's meal of fried chapatis, our new guide, Suraki, drops a bombshell on us.
I never been to this place before.
Which way? Here?
Yeah.
Have you ever paddled to Turkey before?
No.
Okay. Have you ever paddled to Sturt Island before?
No.
Neither have we. We don't know the way either. I like how you waited until we left Obo before you said this.
Yeah, they were scared.
Who? People in Obo?
Yeah, people in Obo.
Why were people in Obo scared?
They were scared about crocodiles and monsters.
What monsters?
Yeah.
What monsters? What kind of monsters are there?
I don't know.
Have you heard of many crocodile attacks?
Yeah. Some of them my friends.
What happened to them? Did they die?
Yeah, some died.
Going for a crocodile river. Someone who's never been there before. So we're still on the 100-mile section, but there's not a lot going on. There are no villages, and obviously with no villages comes no clean drinking water. It takes half an hour for 5 litres. This is like a very geeky episode of Breaking Bad with a water filter and little chemicals. This is as rock and roll as it gets out here for me and Pat. So now this is the iodine dropping in. And that now should kill everything in there. A lot of the stuff me and Patch are doing might seem a bit geeky and overkill on the admin and medical side, but we've gone now 2 and a bit months down the whole country without either of us getting ill.
Our days now consist of paddling, cooking, paddling, sleeping, paddling, and avoiding rather large crocodiles.
It's pretty incredible. We were literally 15 meters away from what looked like a floating log right in front of us, about the size of the boat, and immediately we clocked on there's a crocodile. Considering we're in a boat this size and the crocodile was the same size as the boat, we need to be careful for a while and paddle into the middle of the river.
After a few days of paddling and numerous run-ins with snapping river dwellers, we reach Sturt Island. Here we meet an animal that in a few years' time will be just as lethal as a crocodile.
So this is a baby Cassowary.
Yeah.
It's about 1 year old, and they're saying that when it gets to 5, that's like an adult, and the head gets to about this high, so up to your shoulder, and that's when they'll eat it. It was in the cage, and then they brought it out, and I said, is it dangerous even now? And they're like, yeah.
Yes.
And they pointed at the feet. So that's why I'm looking absolutely terrified. Can it bite me?
No.
Just claw me?
Yes.
So I'm going to make sure I get close. Here?
Only
We don't have these in England.
Oh, okay.
We don't have this. So it's very interesting to see a bird that can kill you, that you keep in your house.
We're on a roll, and next up, we meet something that has actually killed a human. That is, a headhunter.
When they had this trouble all time,
Yeah.
he killed only one person. They both cut that fellow's head off.
How did he cut the head off?
Like stones.
Stones?
Yeah.
Like a stone
then-
axe?
Yeah, stone axes.
They will go kill that person
Yeah.
and then bring it to the house,
Yeah.
and then they will cut his, body, and then
Cut him up.
they'll start sharing it to their families.
Selling the human to the family. Wow.
And then they will eat.
And I've asked him already, and he said no, like cannibalism here. What about the tribes next to us, so Suki?
And then this way.
So up the river, they would practice cannibalism. So why do they practice cannibalism in Suki
Maybe
and not practice it here?
my thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe that's their lifestyle.
They're like
Our
this one.
lifestyle is different.
Different.
Yeah.
Really good, thank you. Fit young lad, thank you very much. Really happy. A lady we were speaking to, who was the owner of a hotel, she was telling us that at special occasions they will, so a school opening or any other special occasion, they will, as a ritual, eat a part of somebody, and that her friends had done it, and she was quite honest and open about this. We're very realistic in knowing that the stereotype of what's happening in Papua New Guinea in terms of tribes eating each other isn't going on now. We know that's not what it's like, but from what we've heard earlier on in the trip, it is still practiced in some areas. How much so, I don't think we're ever going to know as an outsider.
On a different note to cannibalism and headhunting, we found a large boat capable of taking us into the rougher waters of the Lower Fly River.
If you asked me in England how we were going to be getting to Daru from Sturt, I would never ever have guessed that we were going to be sailing through the river. By no means is it anything James Bond looking, but it'll be good though.
So we're off now on the sailing boat, and me and Patch are both pretty lost for words. We've got a sail which looks very small, patched together, looking like something out of the Black Pearl. There's about 20 different types of ropes and twine and string holding this thing together. It's just all very, very bizarre, but we're moving.
Captain of the boat is behind. He's worried that the mast might break, which is obviously a bit of an issue for us.
So once again, the tide's having a bit of an influence on us, as expected. As we move further down to the mouth of the river and the sea, it's becoming obviously a daily occurrence. So we're moving to the side now for a couple of hours.
So Gara, the pilot for our sailboat, he has gone off into the bush and found a log or a tree, chopped it down, skinned it with his machete, and he's going to make it into a new mast. There we have our new mast. Finished. Anybody in the UK who sails yachts, I think now is complete pussy. These are the guys who know how to do it hardcore style.
In the next chapter, the team had their first red meat in 3 months.
One of those kind of moments I suppose you don't really forget. The first time you kill something on that side.
Rough sea hampers the expedition's progress.
You said today the water's quite rough.
If anything happens in the water,
Yeah.
everybody will die.
And a life-threatening situation arises.
Now we're stuck in the night, trying to find somewhere to put the boat before the tidal wave or the tidal bore comes in.